Good afternoon. Welcome to the Long Dark. This is a extremely short notice stream because I am going to be out of town this weekend, but I wanted to get another 2 hours in this week to see what happens with Delilah here. So we'll see about getting that started. So I know we are cold and hungry, and we want to get out of here, but I don't know that we have a fast way out of the coastal highway, not for where we want to go. So I'm going to take my time going up and around. I'm pretty sure I missed a small cabin last time, so we'll check that, see if we can get some food on the way. So with that, let's get started. Okay. It is almost midday. I got the hammer on us. All is in here. Nothing's in there. I did throw this in here. I'll grab that because we're going to break it down. I am out of tinder right now. I want to fix that. So 5 pounds of charcoal seems like a luxury right now. Probably don't need all that. There we go. Big ol' hunks of charcoal. Additional spray paint. So we're gonna just empty our pack of luxuries so that we can travel a little lighter. We got some stuff on us. Not a lot, though. Alright, let's have a soda. Get some calories in. It's not a lot, but it'll buy us some time. We're going to break down these cardboard boxes real quick. This way we'll have some tinder so we can start some fires. And look, we're already hungry again. Not a surprise. Okay. I've got cloth on me, and I have an extra parka. The hat is light. The parka is not. Relatively light. Alright, we can hold on to all the rest of that. Throw a sun kit in there, too.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
Okay. Emptied our pockets. We've got whatever we can. Let's head up the hill. So like I said, I was pretty sure I had missed one of the 2 cabins up by where the rabbits were. So I'm going to head back up that direction so we can check the cabins out again. And then maybe we'll get some rabbits too. That would be helpful. And then I think we're just going to explore the top half of the hill. Why are you in my way? Okay, we're going to find another way up the hill. And then look for those train tracks to get ourselves out of here. Now, with my exhaustion meter below half, the longer I am awake, the less carrying capacity I have. So that'll start to slow me down as we go. And walking is more efficient for calories and exhaustion than running is. So since we got a long way we want to go, and we don't know what we're going to do for shelter or food as we go, we're going to do a lot of walking to try to preserve that as much as possible. We are unfortunately too hungry to sleep, realistically. So if we're going to get some sleep to stop the exhaustion, maybe heal up a little bit, we're going to need more food. I know I emptied this out before. I think I can get up the hill this way. There's a climbing rope. I don't know if I need that climbing rope. Seems like I can pretty solidly just walk around it. Maybe not. Climbing that will exhaust us pretty quickly. Thank you, Propane Panda. It is nice to see you. So there's a little clearing. Picked up a bunch of mushrooms in this area before.
Where can I find something to eat?
This way, so it's gotta be this way. I must be mistaken. All the way past the trailer. A lot of wolves out there. But the couple of days I've been here seem to mostly be down by the water. We're gonna just not be down by the water. So our clothing is now good enough that in the afternoon here, with no wind, we're actually getting warmer right now, which just feels great. Makes this so much nicer trying to get through. those birch saplings? They are. Okay. So last time we found maple saplings. Those are what you use to make a bow. This is what you use to make arrows. We're gonna want both, so just the one for now. Keep an eye out for more. Yes, Panda, we're gonna work on relocating. We're trying to get up the hill. I want to follow a certain path. I'm trying to get onto the train tracks. Because I know if I follow the tracks and just keep walking along them, I'll eventually get to a forge where I can start making arrowheads. And that's going to be important to the long-term strategy. If I can't get arrowheads, I'm not going to last very long. I feel like we've very nearly gotten everything we can out of this region. There's the watchtower. We're gonna make a pit stop in there. There's a bunch of lichen too. We have not been in the watchtower yet. I have not had a lot of time to cut up firewood, so gathering sticks seems like it's going to be important because they're not like weight efficient, weight to fire length efficient, but with enough of them you can keep a fire going, so got a bunch of this. Mapping is a really good idea, actually, since I'm not cold right now. That is a really good idea. We'll do it off the top of this watchtower. Those birds are on a body somewhere. It's not super high visibility, but oh, got knocked over. More matches. That's why we're in here. The most violent storm always begins and ends in a whisper. I left this place now because the last summer is coming. If you want to find me, I'm paddling across shattered ice to the Arctic sunset. These lights shouldn't be in the sky. It's a dance I don't know. Somehow we must progress from this. In a different age, we walked out of the hot sands of the old continent. Now we're here again. The long dark is coming. All these tools will become useless. Take a step. Walk, because it's your destiny to make it out of here. I'm not hiding behind anything. Okay. I was gonna say the fog is gonna keep us from mapping. I cannot afford to wait for it. There actually is a VR version of this. So I don't know if it's feature rich or what, but yes, they said the name of the game. Keep spooking the deer. Kinda hoping that deer will attract any wolves away from me. No food in that lookout tower. Wish there was. We'll wait to eat before we go to bed again. But we may end up eating bad food again. We haven't gotten sick yet. I don't know enough about which way to go. I can't map right now. So we're just gonna take a guess. Okay, I believe this is the mine that we came here from. Did we leave anything right in here? I'm gonna poke in, see if there's any coal right away. 'Cause some coal to take with us would be good.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Well, you're gonna. The coal is worth it. I used more of it than I wanted to. I know I can't just take everything with me all the time, but... Hello, Raven. How are you? Welcome. Clothes are so good. Even though we've been walking outside all afternoon, we're almost completely warm. Hello, everyone. And baby. Did you get a chance to watch the end of the last stream? Did you figure out why it was your fault? Because you were supposed to remind me to keep the hammer before I left. That's why it's your fault. Pretty sure we cleaned this out before, but I'm gonna just double check it. Especially since I have missed things in houses already. Why you specifically, Raven? Because you would have remembered. You would have wanted to harass me bad enough, you would have remembered. snap an ankle, I just know it.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Those birds are over something. Something is not up here. Oh, there's a body down there. I don't think we're gonna go all the way down though. We got places to go. I don't want to have to try to figure out a way back up here. The sun's going to be setting in another hour or so. Not that we
I need
can
to find a
tell.
place to rest.
This path splits. This way first. Death lies to the left, so. Get lost, but if there's a cave or something, I want to miss it just because it's foggy. Alright, let's take a drink before we start getting really upset about that. Fog started clearing up. Okay, there's a trailer I haven't searched before. There's a bridge up there. Some mushrooms too.
I could use this.
More food in a questionable state. Looks there's beds to sleep in here. So we have not found a usable bedroll yet. I hear the rushing water. this hill. Maybe we'll do a mapping, see what we can see. We might be having tea for dinner. There we go. Train tracks north of me, which I believe is up this way. Up close, anyway. Myself out of here. Some next shelter. So one of the things I haven't talked about yet is that condition that items are in, that food is in when you find it, clothing. It is my understanding that all of the items in the world right now have been generated, and as time goes on, they are all slowly losing condition. And if anything hits 0, it becomes ruined and cannot be saved. So one of the reasons on Interloper you kind of want to keep moving early on is that there can be really good clothing that becomes ruined before you find it. And then you can't save it. The same goes for food. There's food on the map. Not a lot, but there is food. And you want to be able to get a hold of it if you can, before it goes bad. The sooner I find it, the more likely it will not be spoiled already. We got a logging camp, and here are the train tracks. Okay, so we're going to go down that way, but we'll start checking out this stuff. See if there's any supplies for us to grab. Sun setting. What are the odds there will be some maple syrup in here?
This stuff will come in handy.
Another gun book. Thin sweater. is starting to get cold for me. Still got a little time before I need to stay in for the night. Let's get on this set of logs, just make sure nothing's hidden somewhere. Lost a backpack or something. Grab those other feathers I see. So eventually we'll need these for arrows. The more I can grab, the more arrows I can start with. If we don't die first. Which I feel like I just shouldn't need to say at this point. That's just added on to every amount of planning I do.
So tired I could lay down right here.
Side. All this wood and nothing to burn. There's the body. Probably should go down there and check it out. Might even be cattails down there. That's food. If you snap an ankle at this point, it's not that big of a deal. Because you can't sprint anyway. See some cattails over there. Yeah, it hurt, but like everything hurts now, so that's not new.
It's getting dark out here.
Hello, spinning bullet. Welcome to the stream. We're doing okay. It looks bad right now, but I think we're gonna be okay. We've got a plan. Actually getting a decent amount of food right now. These will also work or tinder, which I kind of needed. You know, Raven, I have asked myself that same question on Interloper. Does it ever look good? Do you ever hit a point where you feel like you're not just dying one way or another? Alright, before I get too far, I'm gonna head back up. We'll eat and then we'll sleep in that trailer tomorrow. Head out. But yeah, that overcoming the fact that you are dying always is kind of the point, so overcoming for as long as you can anyway. We didn't find any rabbits on this outing. I thought we'd run into them again, but the path I took ended up not crossing over where I was before. There wasn't any food in the lookout tower, which is unfortunate, or either trailer that we found. Get up there. You came down this way, you can get up there. Sleep, we'll get up, maybe read a little bit. Finish up that cooking book before we head out. Depending on if we get too hungry to read. It is a cooking book, so I could understand being so hungry you don't want to look at it. You end up eating the pages. We're in front of beds. So these are 150 calories each, so I technically have 1,500 calories here. An interesting thing about cattail stocks is they don't ever go bad. They're not super efficient weight and calorie-wise, but they never spoil. switched over to the dog food, apparently. I guess the weight shifted. We'll have an herbal tea. We'll drink it cold, but we'll drink that to try to get as much out of this sleep as possible. $10 is the most you can sleep at once. If your thirst meter is filled on Interloper, if you sleep any longer than that, you will die of thirst in your sleep. We got a full 10-hour rest. And we're not yet hungry. Look, our health meter's almost full. Things are going great. We have 300 calories and a bunch of food poisoning in our pocket, but this too. Okay. Let's filter. Here's the cookbook.
I need to find food.
Got just enough light to read. Let's research this last hour. Alright. Finished reading that. We got light. We're warm. It's gonna be cold out. I'm gonna hear the wind, but gotta get moving.
I could eat anything.
Oh yeah, it's very cold this morning. But now we've got health, so we can afford to be cold. We're gonna spend that health traveling. Hopefully we don't spend too much. Remind me, next fire we're burning that cooking book. We're already half frozen. We haven't even left. Maybe the next region will be a little warmer. Alright, welcome to the Ravine. Funnily enough, it is a little warmer here. Still getting cold, but it's better. Okay, we're gonna be very careful.
I can't feel my hands.
Fall there is a run ender. Okay.
It's so cold. Think.
We made it.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
Still want to keep a lookout in case I find any other supplies lost anywhere, but plan is to mostly follow the tracks as much as we can. I'm surprised none of that tunnel started warming me up. There's more great big cliffs. There's a connection here. I wonder if we can find like a little logging camp or anything. There's a cave. Where'd that rabbit go? I hear you. Quit running so much. I want to catch this rabbit, and then we'll take a pit break in that cave. That was close. You can't go anywhere. There we go. someone else has used this place.
Thank you.
Oh god, those pork and beans are not good looking. Nothing else in here. Alright, let's get a fire. Use the tinder plug and for fuel. Wilderness kitchen. 80% chance. I should light a torch first. Hello, Bingo Bard. How are you today? We are traveling today. I don't like how windy this is by my campfire. I wish this was deeper in. I could have just made one deeper in, but it seemed more thematic to use this. Alright. Save those. Add some sticks. I got 40 sticks. Oh, that's not hot enough to get me warm yet. There we go. They had me worried. Alright, let's get the meat out this rabbit. Is it worth saving the hacksaw? I don't think so at the moment. I'd rather be quick. Okay. So those are looking at a half hour. Some more harvesting done. Probably just gonna leave the parts here, I think. Let's warm up the tea. Or two, actually. So with the teas by the fire, they are going to warm up. Then we will use those to keep ourselves warm while we're traveling today, since it's so cold out. It's starting to snow too. There, so now that this is hot, there, at that distance it'll stay hot. So we can leave that there while we wait for the water to boil. 18 minutes on that.
if I
the
can
water
drop
with
any of
us.
this gear.
Pick up our pot again. And what I'll do is I will drink 1 tea. By drinking a hot tea, we are now warming up, which will keep us from getting cold
I need to find
for
food.
a while. We'll take the other hot tea with us, and when warming up wears off, we'll drink that too. Instead of just passing time for the water, I should have... Hello, Karen. Mighty oaks from little acorns grow. By Mina. Gosh, there's another one. That'll keep us warmer longer. Bradford. Birch bark. So if you saw Raven's stream earlier today, I mentioned it, but birch bark is just a resource you can find like that. If you make tea out of that and drink it, ooh, more rabbit. We're just gonna keep moving. But if you make tea out of the birch bark, it's actually healing. Which I could use some, for sure. Alright. Tracks are blocked over here. So, we go down and around. Those are train tracks. We're following the train tracks till we find our next shelter. Gosh, I was really hoping for something from both of those. We're getting colder. Our other tea got cold. Well. Next time. There's a deer carcass. I haven't heard any wolves. It's not much, but let's just take it. So, since the deer carcass is completely frozen, I can't pull it off with my bare hands. Have to use the hacksaw. What do you mean, Bingo Bart? We just saw the train. See? Train. Right there. Did you see? That rabbit just jump scared me.
I could eat a horse. Let's stand along.
No. Dang it. Made a mistake. This is the way I'm going anyway, rabbit. No escape this time. Is that coal? Nice. So I haven't heard any wolves in a while, so I'm okay holding on to the raw meat at the moment. Lots of birch bark in this area. That's good to know. Cattails. Any more cattails? Another bridge is good. That train, not from where I was, but I don't know, maybe there's a way to get to it. Maybe some other way. There are train cars that you can go in and search. So like if I went down this way, I might be able to go find some of them. But I actually just want to keep moving, because I want to get closer to the forge as much as possible. I'm sure I will run in
Jeez, this is cold.
to more shelter eventually. I gotta keep that in mind. The drop stuff on the ground outside can respawn. So if there's birch bark regularly in the
I'd eat
ravine
snow if the
area,
hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
we have made it to Mystery Lake. I know Ravine is quite familiar with this area. So the Forge Bingo Bard is, there's a couple of places in the game where there's, oh Jesus. One moment. Do you mind? Use my flare. So there's a couple of places on the map where there's a forge where with enough coal you can get it hot enough that you can actually shape metal into arrowheads. That is the long-term goal for us so that we can start hunting properly. Until we have a bow and arrows, we are kind of at the mercy of the game. Alright, welcome to the hydroelectric dam. We got lots to search. But anyway, I know from playing the story mode that if I keep walking along those tracks, I will eventually get to one of those forges. So that's where I'm going. I believe there's 3 on the map, and I only know where 2 of them are.
Perfect.
Hey, good quality food. That's what I'm talking about. Another workbench for crafting. Actually, while I'm here, we're going to set up a secondary base here. Drop that from harvesting earlier. Drop this to start curing. So when we leave the forge on our way back, we'll come back for this arrowhead, for the arrow shaft, rather, off that birch.
This'll come in handy.
Okay. So that is a light source. It burns oil, and it's heavy. But we need a light source. That is there. I believe there's less down here, so I'll check this out first. Nothing hidden around here. Oh, I need a drink. No sense dying of thirst when I've got a gallon of water. Down. So I've been going through the old VoDs. I'm working on getting together a highlight video or something. Whatever that ends up being, a project like that. And I think we got that pry bar very early, and it has never actually gotten us any resources at all. You know what? I'm gonna leave the toilets alone here. I don't need to carry more water on me at the moment. We know they're there. Spray paint. Okay, so the vast majority of real arrows, Bingo Bard, in the real world that were ever used probably were just sharpened sticks. But those obviously don't survive hundreds of years, they decompose. So we think of arrows having arrowheads. Sure, why not? We think of arrows having arrowheads because we find arrowheads. This too. But most arrows probably are sharpened sticks. In the real world, you could absolutely try that for real arrows. But for the game's purposes, to make it so that you can't just hunt right away, you need arrowheads to make arrows. You can find arrowheads. You can find whole arrows. For this game's purposes, for the same reason that there is no actual escape, and there are no other people, and things like that. You need arrowheads in order to make arrows.
I think I can use this.
Antibiotics are great. That gives me a way to treat food poisoning if I get it. That's a good point, Spinning Bullet. I hadn't considered that for, like, when I think about arrows in the past, I think about warfare. But arrows for hunting would be a different story altogether. Does that make sense? So this is a safe, and this is just safe cracking. That's just what this is. Alright, so that was 45. I turned too far there, but now we know what the first number is, so... The rest of the dam making noise. The fact is, in medieval warfare, you don't even necessarily need to kill the person you shoot, so long as you stop them. But if you want to hunt a deer, you need to kill the deer.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Oh boy. Okay. So this is fantastic. This will keep me warm, and I can wear it on top of all of the clothes I am already wearing because it doesn't take up the same kind of clothing slot. It takes up the accessory slot. So I can have 2 hats and earmuffs to keep myself extra warm. It's 30 minutes to repair. I'm gonna just hold on to that for a moment. When I get my next crafting opportunity, we're gonna fix those up and try to keep on to those as long as possible. No, I don't expect to encounter warfare in this game, but
I'll take it.
I'm gonna take it and burn it. But no, as far as this game is concerned, for arrows, you need arrowheads. I just realized I'm carrying all that raw meat. That's why that wolf was so insistent right away. I mean, maybe Bingo Bard, they locked their earmuffs in the safe because they don't trust their coworkers to not steal them. It's very cold in this region, you know? So down here we've got a fire barrel, so we can cook down here. There are beds around as well. So this can make an alright base. It's not people's favorite base in this region. I might go try to get to that over here. But we're definitely going to search this place out first. We're going to try very hard to not die while we do that. Climbing rope over there. Not dying typically good, yes. Alright, so you can go through there to deeper portions of the dam. I don't think I'm going to do that at the moment. It's almost nighttime, and what I don't want is to be down here when an aurora happens. Could get myself trapped between exposed electrical wires. So we're going to get back topside before that. No. Ooh.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Okay. Not a lot in the way of food, which is what I'm really looking for, but there are those trailers outside.
This'll come in handy.
So yeah, the big goal right now is get to the forge with as much coal and scrap metal as I can so that I can make as many arrowheads as possible. And then we'll make as many arrows as we can and use that for our long-term survival strategy. We just gotta get there first. All of that will take a long time, so I'd like to have some food stored up so that I can just keep forging. Not doing so well on the stored up food side of things. This is good. I've used this dam as a home base before. Did I miss the way up the stairs? Did I not go? I only went down. I didn't actually go up, did I? Let's go up. Some offices. This too small for it. Okay. Not much up here.
I think I can use this.
Boots. The pry bar has finally paid off. We have found boots.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Big and heavy. They will reduce how long I can sprint, but
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
pretty sure they're warmer than the shoes I've got on right now. Where is the hidden snack drawer in these offices? That's what I was looking for. So that bag of chips ain't gonna cut it. Sadly, it is a fake fish. Okay. That's what we got here. Okay. Let's go check out those trailers. I'm hoping that Wolf has moved on by now. I'm gonna still got the animals and meat on me. If I just leave them here. Alright, that's already not great condition. Let's just go see. Let's go see. What died? What? There wasn't a body out here before. The ravaged deer. This one is safe inside. And that's more meat. Okay. Oh. No, you don't. So we got a problem. I didn't hear him while I was approaching. I had hoped he was really gone. Yeah, that's right. You just keep walking. He is going to smell me as soon as I step out. It's just him, no other wolves. Just wander on. Okay. That's far enough. I think we can get to the trailers. Alright, woo.
Oh, lucky day.
She said it. Absolutely.
I think I need to lie down.
Not yet, you don't. I'm gonna search this first. Then we go back into the dam.
I'll take it.
This is what I've been looking for. Oof. Now we can treat wolf bites. Prevent infection. Second can opener. I'll take it with me and set it in the dam. I'll just grab it so this place is empty. Alright, let's go break down that deer. The wolf must have got another one out there. That means he's eating though, so he's not bothering me. Close gate. There we go. Can't get me now. Oh, something going very wrong. Okay. So the question is, do we harvest everything and then take it inside to cook? Or do we just start a fire out here? Harvest and cook while we're here. I'm tempted to do that, as long as the weather doesn't just, like, dramatically change on me.
Feels like night is coming.
Torch first. Campfire. Use the torch to light a tinder plug and a book that I don't care about. Alright. Good stuff. Put that away. A bunch of sticks. That's what we're gonna use. Cook that up. And let's make some water in a can. It's 20 minutes. Still too frozen for me to use my hands, but that is okay. Just pull the meat out. Keep snarling, dog. Yes, Bingo Bird, that's actually what's happening to this carcass right now. You can see it's now 50% frozen, so... Once it gets below 50, then I can start to pull it apart with my hands. I'm doing on fire. We still got an hour of fire. Pulled all the meat off of you. Oh, I have another rabbit. Cook that. Get more water going. Got all my venison. So that's good. We'll cook that up. Now I can start to pull it apart with my hands, so I don't wear out my tools. Takes more calories to do. Takes a little longer. Alright. It's gonna take a half hour to cook. That'll take some time. Shouldn't boil out my water. We're just gonna rip the deer hide off with our bare hands. So the saw will get worn out eventually. And so by using my bare hands, I preserve the saw for even longer. Remember, my goal here is to last a very, very long time. So those long-term considerations are important to me. Oof, that's a long time. It's only an hour. Let's get a bunch of water going. That will take a while. There, I pulled everything off the deer carcass. Wind is picking up a little bit.
Just need to close my eyes.
Not yet, you don't. It's 40 minutes for either one. Okay, let's just... That'll be potable water. The campfire will have burnt out. It's going to be dark in here. We're going to go inside. We'll finish harvesting our carcasses and drop them here to start curing. Okay. Like I said, it's very dark in here. That is okay.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Okay. Okay, carcass harvesting has gone up. So now, it's a little faster for us to pull meat off a carcass. Not bad. Alright. Drop the deer pelt. Drop the guts and the rabbit pelt. I'm not going to bother to organize them at the moment because I can't see in the dark. Alright. So now, I have no fresh meat on me. I have no hides on me. Got no guts on me. I am no longer very smelly. I should be able to cross over to these trailers to sleep. I'll probably have to eat a little bit of the jerky. And I'll have one of my herbal teas. I always do that with charcoal, don't know why. I just want to put it away.
I'm starving.
We're gonna get over the trailer, we'll eat our jerky, we'll sleep. And tomorrow we'll look a little deeper. Is he around? Anybody see him? Okay. It's not much, but it's something. It'll get us through to morning. Seven's plenty. Leave us some calories. I'm glad you made the Switch night, Al, so that you can chat. I like having you here. Okay. Any commentary on things that have happened so far?
I could eat anything right now.
Alright. This will only take us 2 minutes, but we're going to turn the torch into a stick. Ruin torches. You're basically already ruined, so we'll use you too. Okay. Oh, that's right. I have extra supplies on me that I need to dump for weight reasons. I don't need a second can opener on me. I don't need both spray cans either. Should probably put those combat boots on, huh? I'm doing okay, at least. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that stuff curing. There's another place I want to get to that I would like to actually set up a camp in, more than the dam. So I'm going to go head towards that. and that's where I'll put extra clothes and the extra can opener. That wolf had me very nervous. Combat boots help. So the amount of damage a wolf does to you is randomized, but more protective clothing can reduce that damage. Here's a fun little thing. You see these scrape marks on this tree? That is from a moose rubbing its antlers on the tree, which means a moose can appear in this area. We will want to take down a moose eventually. I should be taking cattails from this stream while I'm traveling. I only just found the boots. I found the boots in the dam. I hadn't been carrying them for very long. I just didn't put them on right away, and I really should have. You're already cold again. So yeah, I feel like I'm doing pretty okay so far. But that wolf could have ended me with just one attack. I was at half health. Could have just been it if he got me.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Look at these cattails. This is fantastic. I definitely feel like I'm doing really well in this run with Delilah rather than the others because, at least in part, because I'm familiar with the area that we spawned in and the areas we've been going through. At least a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm super familiar with much of the map yet, but the areas that I do feel familiar with, I do a little bit better because I know where I'm likely to find something. So like right now, I am traveling to a building that I know exists and will likely have resources, and it will have a bed, and it will have a place to cook. Oh, look at all those birch saplings. We're going to cut these down. And so with that, I feel like I'm doing a lot better, where when I spawned in Ash Canyon, where all the burnt out trees were,
So cold.
I didn't find anything. I just slowly froze to death because I didn't know where I was going. So having some idea where I'm going is helping quite a bit. I feel like this has to be another deer carcass. It is. I don't really have the time for that now. And I might run into wolves where I'm walking now, so I don't really want to be carrying around the raw meat either.
This'll come in handy.
Hey, that tin of sardines is good.
Stomach feels like an empty pit.
Used up a lot of sticks, so I should grab more as I go here. I wonder if I should have been running today. Deal with the cold. Nothing in? Alan has nothing for me. Thank you, Alan. Yeah, the story mode is very different. And it doesn't have an experience quite like this, so like, I'm playing on Interloper, so things are pretty bleak all of the time. On easier difficulties, like I said, you'll find guns eventually, which you can use to hunt, and you get a different experience there as well, but story mode does not feel a lot like survival mode on any difficulty. Bingobard, you will have to go watch Raven's VoD and find out. We have lots of cattails. This is great. So there is a bonus called Well Fed. And if I can go 3 days continuously without my hunger bar hitting 0, I will get the Well Fed bonus. The Well Fed bonus increases your health bar and lets you carry 11 more pounds. And I just feel like I'm always encumbered all the time when I play anyway. Those 11 pounds matter a lot.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I need to get warm soon. No, so heavy I cannot sprint. So I've been thinking about that well-fed bonus this entire time, and I just have not had enough food to even attempt that. Instead, like I said, I've just been starving the entire time. But I feel like we're getting close. We're getting close that if we wanted to try it, we could. So we're getting back into wolf territory over here. just stay over there. Please and thank you. Because I'm half health again. I'm definitely in a space where one wolf struggle could end me. There are chances of falling through the ice, and we may see indicators for that. There are places that are thin ice, and you cannot tell till you are stepping on them. When that happens, it makes cracking noises, and you get an indicator on the screen to let you know. And from there, it's a time limit. If you can get off the thin ice before that time limit comes up, that time limit that you cannot see, if you can get off the thin ice, you're fine. If you can't, you fall through the ice. And when that happens, the screen goes black, and we'll lose some health. But if that doesn't kill us, we will have pulled ourselves out. And our temperature will be 0, and all of our clothing will be soaking wet. We don't want that. So this is the Mystery Lake of Mystery Lake. Welcome. Looks like all the cabins are open, so that's good. This is an ice fishing hut.
I could use this.
It's alright. If we had a fishing hook and fishing line, we would have tackle. We could then break that ice fishing hole and fish for food. But we do not have fishing tackle. Yeah, all of your clothes being wet and being frozen is terrible, so we're gonna not do that. Falling through the ice is very bad. And it's one of those things, like, you know it can happen, but you don't plan for it. And so when it does happen, it's easy to forget some of the effects of it. So, like, I can have a lot of health, so I get out and I'm cold, I'm like, whatever, no big deal. I just, you know, get inside somewhere, warm up a bit, and go to sleep. But if your clothing is soaking wet, your clothing can get frozen. And if you try to go to sleep in your clothes while they are all frozen, you can get frostbite or freeze to death, get hypothermia while inside in a bed. And it's just, you just forget. You just forget that that's a thing. So we're going to want to avoid that. Long load time. Don't crash on me, game. This is going really well. Okay, good. Had me really worried there for a second. Okay. I see you.
Thank you.
Those are good. Dreamcatcher. So to dry clothing and to thaw them out, get them near a heat source, put them near a fire. And that can be while they're on me, or they'll dry even faster if you take the clothes off and just set them down by the fire. Both are options, but then obviously you either want a second set of clothes, or you're just hanging out in your underwear. Alright, we're warming up a little bit. What does our food situation look like? We have 27 cattails. That's a lot of calories. Walking in here has saved it, so that's why I really needed it to load. That is what was going to save the game. What time is it? I've lost just so much health. I need to eat. Alright, we're going to eat a bunch of cattails. The chips are actually more efficient calories for their weight. And since those are in really good condition, I'm going to hold off on eating those for a while. Sardines, same situation. 300 calories for 0.22 pounds. Where these are 150 for each one is 1.1 pounds. Or 0.11 pounds. So I need to warm up. I kind of want to just power nap. We'll warm up, we'll get a little rest in, get a little healing. Okay. There's still time left in the day. I want to go check out those other cabins. See if we can check those out before we end the stream. Or we'll get attacked by a wolf. One or the other. I haven't found any decent firewood in a long time. Cattails versus just grass. So it's just grass. We got cabins. Bunch of books, paper, and cardboard. I wonder if I should have pit stopped on my way here to make a fire. I feel like I let myself get too cold for too long. I lost a lot of health. There's nothing left. The matches got wet. I'm down to a couple of tins of peaches and a can of pop. I don't know what to do. I want to go, but where do I go? Those wolves! Everywhere. Scratching at the door, pawing at the windows, waiting. Waiting. Dull knife, a rock, a length of rope. It's like one of those jokes you hear about where three guys walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, can't bring rope in here." Something about afraid not. Something like that. Okay, spray paint. Not much. This backpack, we'll check that last cabin. Okay. I see that wolf out there. Okay. Cabin looks a lot like the other one.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Don't break down the shelf. Search the container. Got a soda. Alright. We've got a place to be for now. We've got more traveling we gotta do for sure. But we are making progress. Oh, we have successfully moved out of the coastal highway. I'm going to wrap the stream up there. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. No stream on Sunday. That's why we streamed today. But we'll be back on that regular schedule. This stream will go up next Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you all for joining. You all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.